is Chris,
My name is Juwan.
and we are going to talk about the conflict between pioneers and Native Americans. First of all, we read a lot of books. I read this book, Sacagawea. It's about a famous Shoshone Native American and how she gets kidnapped. But then she meets two explorers, Lewis and Clark, and she helps them go all the way to the west. And when they go west, she finds her tribe, and she goes back, and she became famous for helping to explore.
This book was about, it just gave you facts and pictures of Native American art, and it just shows you what they made it from. Like, they used colored sand, feathers, and beads and stuff.
This book is called Frontier Life, and it's technically about a family that moves to the woods, away from problems. And this book shows facts and autographs of how the pioneers lived in the woods without any electronics or before anything was created.
This book is called Indian Winter, and in this book, the Indians, Native Americans, they did not survive good because in the winter, a lot of animals hibernate and they couldn't survive very good.
This book called Little House on the Prairie is about the Ingalls family that goes through Kansas, but their pa did not know it was part of Indian territory. So the U.S. government kicks them out, but they move before even the U.S. soldiers come to take them out of there. They had adventures, and sometimes they have problems.
In this book, the title is called Indian Tribes of North America. This book gives you facts, pictures, and more Native American art.
And this book, Brother Eagle, Sister Sky, is about Chief Seattle giving a speech to the U.S. government. So his people want to keep his land, but the U.S. government gave him reservations, which are still in the United States. And also, we made some cool notes. Here are notes about the pioneers. A lot of them had a one-room cabin, and then a lot of them had different lives. Like they're farmer, friends, and then normal life is just living in the woods, and then life 4 is being a warrior against the Native Americans.
So the West pioneers learned the basics of reading, writing, and arithmetic. Arithmetic is math.
Also, a lot of them had made in the winter they had to snowshoe to get their food and to go into town. And a lot of pioneers were lost fighting Native Americans. So were the Native Americans.
Over here we show pictures of pioneers. Yeah, pioneers, and this one is the one that was sent out to kill the Comanche.
The Comanche chief, the last one, called Quanah Parker. Quanah Parker is half pioneer and half Native American. He was treated bad by his own people. They didn't like him. They always made fun of him because he was half pioneer, but in this picture he mostly looks more Native American. And right here are his two daughters. Down here there's the picture, there's a Native American on his horse just waiting for buffalo. And down here shows all the buffalo. The plains, Native Americans, they follow the buffalo. They also had war cries to represent everything that the gods gave them.
And over here, it shows a woman holding her baby.
They used it was a backpack, but instead of putting stuff in there, they only put their baby so they cannot have to hold it. And then here is a poster, and it says right here it says all complaints. Like the pioneers always burned down our camps and treated us like animals. They treated the Native Americans like animals for killing their families, stealing their food, horses, and everything they needed.
And over here is 9 complaints, and it says, when Native Americans went hunting, they usually met with pioneers and helped them hunt down
What they needed. Here is a map of all the Native Americans. Right here, usually the colonies lived here until they started moving west, until they got all the way to Illinois. But then that's when the U.S. government made the Native Americans go west, until they stopped right here by Iowa, Missouri. Right there, that's when the pioneers had to be moved east. But usually right here, like those times, the world was half pioneer and the other half was just Native Americans, and a lot of them went in war, not just pioneers and Native Americans, other Native Americans versus other tribes.
I want you to talk about the conflict between the Native Americans and the pioneers a little bit more. And Juwan also, like maybe you can go back and forth.
Usually, when the pioneers
You want to also use your blue sheet.
Here, the pioneers always left bear traps close to our camps. Why would you leave bear traps close to our camps?
to punish you for stealing too much horses. Why did you steal our horses?
Technically, the other Native American tribes stole ours, but we couldn't find any, and usually we were going to ask to borrow them, but usually we had to kill you a lot because you entered our territory, and it's only ours, all of this. Another one is the pioneers sometimes made friends with us, but usually killed us.
That was another punishment for stealing our horses.
But usually you will break into our houses and kill us all.
Usually you will kidnap our children and moms.
We did some. Usually other tribes got blamed for stealing it. But usually they steal it just to teach other kids to be Native Americans, but older ones we have to kill them because then they would try to escape.
Why did you make moms cook for you?
Because we didn't have enough food and all of our Native Americans were being killed by pioneers.
Where were all the buffalo at that time?
Other cowboys, white settlers, and pioneers were killing them so they could let us starve to death.
Did you get in wars with cowboys?
Yes. But then there was a time when we attacked you with help of the French.
Turn around, face the camera, and conclude. Say in conclusion, then say your room number.
This video was made from room 115, Miss Modal's classroom. This is all that we learned from the Native Americans versus pioneers.